Hey, welcome. This reading is for Aries. This is for Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is also for Aries Venus. If you're just finding the channel, thank you and welcome. If you're returning, thank you for your support. This reading will be a twin flame and career reading. Let's dive into this. I've already shuffled the cards. I'm just going to go in a little bit again, guys. Aries has been going through quite a bit. We had Uranus finally leave the Aries, and I have to tell you, out of full disclosure, my moon is in Aries, so I'm always very curious about the Aries reading. I have to tell you, I think one of the toughest readings for me to do is the Aries. Is the Aries reading for some odd case. I have no idea, guys. So let's see where we are. I'm going to go ahead. I already shuffled the cards. We'll just give them a little quick shuffle. First card out for the overall energy for Aries and the twin flame relationships. We have the Six of Wands. Look at that. Very nice. I feel like a lot of Aries may be quite pleased with themselves because they've been able to come out of or somehow emerge more or less unscathed from tough situations. It feels like just in general they feel happy. They've been for a long time in a type of a survival mode, and the clouds are clearing. The dust is starting to settle, and I believe that the Aries is feeling quite pleased with themselves that they've been able to keep their head above water. This also feels like transactional. There's some transactional aspect to this. Now, this part of the reading is supposed to be about twin flames and kind of love dynamics for the Aries elemental sign, but it feels like they've been able to negotiate their way out of tight or sticky situations or out of jams. This could be negotiate their way out of love situations or tumultuous love situations that may have at the height of them seemed quite out of control. They've been able to bring some control and some semblance of normality back into their life that they're pleased about. So let's see what else we have. This part is for those of you, Aries, who have been dealing with twin flame dynamics in your intimate relationships, and for those of you who are not available, or the person that you had your eye on and have this connection to is not available, was not available. What do we have here? We have the Two of Wands. A lot of fire energy. So this, for those of you who were in a twin flame dynamic where one or both of you were not available, you're still thinking about that person, and that person is still thinking about you. You haven't been able to totally make that cut. I'm assuming that you have been able to communicate with the person and convey your thoughts and your feelings and emotions to and about them, and vice versa. And perhaps in some respect, let's say there's those of you who have reacted and you've entered into a relationship when you're not available and the other person was not available. It's only made matters worse. It's only stoked the fires. It's almost like you thought you could, you could dip your toe into that situation and come out of it somehow, or keep a distance, but you haven't been able to. The connection has only grown stronger for those of you who have went in that direction. We're going to look at the final outcome for that in a minute. I just want to get to the Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus who were in a twin flame dynamic, and both of you were available. You could start a new relationship, or you could explore this relationship openly with no strings attached. What do we have here? We have the Ace of Swords. Very nice. So I feel like those of you who are in a twin flame dynamic and both of you are available right now, things seem to be going quite okay. You might be doing a lot of mental sparring. You might be doing a lot of testing of the character, testing of boundaries. You guys might be tackling this type of energy right now trying to figure out who's boss or who's going to be boss, especially if there's two fire signs involved here. If you're dealing with the air sign in your twin flame dynamic in your Aries, it seems to be flowing quite smoothly. Quite smoothly. You don't have this power struggle or dynamic in the relationship. Let's see. I want to move on for those Aries who are in twin flame dynamics and the person that they've made this connection with, it's not going well. Let's see what we have for you guys. Very interesting. We have the Princess of Swords energy. Look how sporadic, erratic this energy is. So it seems to me, again, like there's a lot of mental sparring and power struggle dynamics. So here we go. For the Aries elemental sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, I think the biggest issue that you have to tackle in your twin flame relationships is this dynamic of a power struggle. But it's more of a mental stamina. Who has the mental stamina? Playing some mental games, game playing, mental manipulation, mental stamina. Be careful for this kind of energy because it seems on one track it can go very well, especially if both partners are mature and they have some experience behind them to know kind of what's real, what's not real. And they have a strong mind and strong character, you're going to have less issues. If you're in a twin flame dynamic and it's more immature or more youthful energy, one or both of you may be having some issues around who's in control and game playing. Just in general, game playing Aries. Watch out for this. Let's see the final outcome for those of you who were involved in twin flame dynamics and you were not available, or the other person was not available. What do we have here? We have the Five of Cups. So for the outcome, it looks like, here we go, we have 2 and 2 because 2 cups are more dynamic and standing. And the other 3 cups are not working. So we still have this duality here that we're looking at for those of you who were in situations where you saw your twin flame, but you guys could not come together because you were not available. If you went into the direction of taking up a multi-party relationship, a multi-love relationship, of course, it has not gone well. You may have lost your twin flame, and you may have also lost your partner, your committed partnership. It seems to be quite a bit of activity and energy that went into this, and it went absolutely nowhere. And this is maybe back to the 6 of Wands where things have finally broken up and calmed down, and you just feel pleased that somehow you're out of that. You're out of that. You still miss this person. You still want to be with them, but there has been a lot of damage. There's been a lot of damage. There's been a lot of damage done in the relationship. So let's see what else we have here for those of you who were in a twin flame or are in a twin flame relationship that's going quite well. We have Major Arcana, the Hangman, as the outcome. It seems to me like there will continue to be this type of exchange, and maybe the only challenge that you're having is that things are going too well. Things could be too comfortable, and you might want, in some respect, to have a disagreement and have a kind of struggle or power struggle just to create some drama, some energy, some tension, because things might be going too well. So be careful for this, not to create a type of false or fake drama, just to have drama. And then finally, what do we have here? Very interesting for those of you who are in twin flame dynamics where things were not going in general very well. It's not working out. You have the 7 of Cups. You have the 7 of Cups. So look at this. Look at this. It's not like the typical 7 of Cups in the Rider-Waite. It's like things are breaking down. Things are not moving. Things are not moving. Things are not growing. You see how these blooms and this foliage is not blooming, it's decaying. So it looks like those of you who have had problematic twin flame relationships, where you were both available and you both try, you're having this struggle over limitations, limited options, or maybe you moved very quickly into this, very quickly into a committed relationship before you took the time to really understand the person. Look how this sword is in reverse here, guys. You see how the sword is in reverse, versus for those of you who are in twin flame relationships where it's going very well. Look how this sword is standing tall and bright, knowledgeable, open. This is also about people having very fixed ideas, very fixed and unmovable mindsets, and fighting for their ideals, fighting for doing things their way. So this might be the dynamic where one or both of you are fighting to do things your way, have things your way, not look at all the options that are available. And this could be from serious things to quite frivolous things, like what you'll watch on TV, or where you will go to eat out, where you will go to relax or party or have a drink. A lot of these type of struggles are going on for those Aries who are in twin flame relationships that are not going well. So finally, let's have a quick look at your career matters. And then we're going to pull an oracle card finally. So I think you all caught that. If you need to, go back and listen to the video, because I think there were some key elements there. Aries, I think that you had enough drama. And if things are a bit quiet or complacent in twin flames relationships that are going well, there's a lot of depth to a person. That just because you have this great connection with the person, it doesn't mean that you have nothing more to learn about them. There's still always, you can learn something new about a person every day. So focus on learning more about the person, even if you came together quick and you feel like you know everything there is to know about them. For those of you who are having problems in twin flame relationships, try to be open to seeing the ideals and concepts and doing things the way of the other partner or of your love interest. If they're not open, it looks like things are going to be very difficult to push this forward in any way. It seems to me that there is a type of a stalemate. If you were in a relationship pursuing something where you were not available, it's going to be blocked. It doesn't move forward. If you're in a relationship where it's just not going well, it looks like it's again in a stalemate with this hangman. It's not going to move in a more positive direction. So for money and career matters, we have the Four of Pentacles. And we also have, very nice, the Ace of Cups. You know, I think the best advice here for career is to go with what you know. Try not to make any big moves in your career right now. It will be better for you to go with the tried and true. It will be better for you to go with what you know. If you're looking for work or applying for jobs, try to apply with a true basis and knowledge of what you can do and what you can't do. Do not overreach or overstate your abilities, and this will bring you a greater amount of success. It's almost as if, and don't take offense to this, if you have 5-10 years of experience, apply. If you have 5 years of experience, apply for a job that is asking for 3 years of experience. If you have 10 years of experience, apply for a job that's looking for about 7 years of experience, and this will have a pretty good effect or outcome for you. I just want to pull a few quick clarifications on this, just to see where we are, and then we're going to pull an oracle card, guys, because I'm very curious about the energy here. It seems to be pretty straightforward. So for career matters, again, we have major arcana, the devil. Here you go. Don't overstate or exaggerate your abilities or skill set. Be a little bit more conservative in the area of career and money right now with this combination of the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and major arcana, the devil. Back to Aries overall, we have the Three of Cups. This feels like it's leaning more up here towards three-party situations. Let me see if we can get a clarifier for where, oh, wow, this is really too much here, guys. Look what we have up here in this same area, Two of Cups. For those of you who were interested in someone who was not available, you have this twin flame connection with someone who's not available. It's not going away. It's not going to go away. There's a very strong bond here to the point where you're probably going to either be in a third-party situation or continue a third-party situation because you can't break away from each other. What else do we have here on the same line? So interesting. We have a major confirmation here because we have the Hangman 2 times for those of you where things are going very, very well. Let me pull that up and show you. So we have the Hangman twice here. Always love that when that happens because, sorry, I don't read reversals, guys. Because it's just a great confirmation of the energy that came through. So it looks like more of the same. Look at that. And we have major arcana here for twin flame relationships that are going very well on top of the Hangman. Very nice. Very nice energy here. It looks like this is the real deal and things will be moving forward. There may be a little bit of issues with family right now. Family getting involved or interfering in your relationship or trying to find out more or discover more about your private life. So for those of you who are having problems in twin flame relationships, we have the Eight of Wands, and finally we have the Queen of Swords. So it seems to me, again, like someone is really unyielding. It's like there's a conflict in the energy. Somebody has a lot of energy, a lot of ideas. They're very open, very progressive, and the other person is just almost background differences in the background, difference in taste. You have this connection, but you can't seem to link up because you're different people somehow. And this is not with this energy here of the Queen of Swords. This is not going to change. So finally, let me quickly pull an oracle card. This reading for Aries went quite long. Let's see where we are. I've already shuffled through these. I'm just going to quickly pull one out here and then I will read what it says and then we will close the reading. Let's see where we are here. Ooh, very nice. We have the 10 of water for the Aries overall energy. Let me go ahead and find this and I'll hold up the card for you while I read it. 10 of water. So, let's see. This is what it says, guys. Let me hold that card up. Isn't that beautiful? It says, serenity, peace, good fortune, well-being. All is well with the world and with me. Well-being is my natural state. Everything I need comes to me easily and effortlessly. I feel joy and express it to others as I look around and see all the love that we share. I take pleasure in all I have accomplished. Whatever attention I receive or don't receive, I am serene. For I know full well what it took for me to get where I am. I celebrate myself and all who travel the road with me and feel grateful to Spirit for being my companion always. So there seems to be quite a message in there for some Aries out there, especially those of you who are struggling in relationships. Please go back and listen to that again. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll see you guys in about a month. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.